Hello everybody, welcome to the Mike Will Experiment episode 4. We are cranking out the episodes this weekend. I am here to talk about today, and experiment along with me, my thoughts on limited released games, such as from limited run games, super rare games. There's a couple others I can't think of at the moment. This is a quick rant. I just kind of wanted to talk about my thoughts on this. I allude to it in the future. So I'm recording this after episode 5 and 6. Those are all coming. But I talk about, in one of the episodes, I talk about how I wanted Faerun collection. All of a sudden I saw, like, this looks really cool. I love the box art. Maybe it'll be 40 or 50 bucks. I'll pick it up on eBay. Go to look on eBay. The game is between $70 and $80. I think it was from Super Rare Games. Now, I understand how it works. I know that you're supposed to be, in there and grab the pre-order, and sometimes you don't know if you want those games right away. Sometimes the games suck too. I mean, recently they announced like Toki and some other game. Oh, what is that game? I can't remember the name of it, but Rive or something like that. Oh, get on the boat and pre-order these so you can sell them on eBay for $80. You think a copy of Rive is worth $80 or a copy of Faerun Collection is worth $80? I got some land in Florida to sell you because it's not. So this is why I'm not a physical collector. I am a digital, not digital only, but I only buy the physical games I really like, and I only buy games that are not scalping the public like that. Now, when I say that, the companies themselves aren't scalping the public because they charge, 30 or 40, or if it's a collector's 60 or 70. And sometimes they limit the purchases, and that's great. But what people do is they buy these games to turn around and flip them on eBay, and I personally don't like it. Now, I'm an eBay seller. You may have seen some of my other videos. Sure, I want to make money. I like buying lots off Goodwill and game hunting and flipping that stuff. But when you're purposely taking away a game from somebody else, I feel like it's just, I bought 2 copies if that's the limit, and I'm selling one on eBay. That's a game that could have went to another person. Oh, hey, they're sold out. It should be 1 per person. I think some of them are, but I think there's 2 for some of them as well. Plus, you can have 10 of your friends buy it and give them your credit card, and you got a case of these things, and it's just, I don't like that mentality. I mean, I don't really have the funds to invest in that way, put $500 or $600 up front into a product to turn around and sell it on eBay. Maybe if I did, I'd have a different opinion, but I don't think so. I'm a gamer first and a seller second. It's something I do so that I could bring in games, touch games that I normally wouldn't be able to see, maybe bring in games for consoles that I normally wouldn't actually own. Things like that. I do it because I love the feeling of unboxing games, so I order those Goodwill lots, like when I used to work at EB and would unbox the new shipments that came in. I loved that. So it's more to recreate that feeling and make a little scratch versus buying a bunch of quite frankly, many of these games that these companies are releasing suck. Now, limited run games is a little bit better about that. They tend to release things that are mostly talking about super rare. I'm not bagging on them. I don't dislike them. It's just they release a lot of they release the leftovers from limited run. Basically, limited run gets the tier B and they get the tier C and D, and it's like they still go for a fortune online. It's just kind of ridiculous. I'm not paying $80 for Rive. It's not happening. I'm not paying $75 for Lapis X Lazuli. I'm not paying $75 for Faerun Collection. It's just not happening. So I'll never get to have that physical copy. So this is why I'm a mostly digital only person. Now, I do mention in the other video, like I picked up this Crystal Crisis, which is absolutely fantastic. Check out, I did a little mini review and playthrough of it. Wonderful. $40 off the shelf, a little pricey, but at least it was a retail price. I'm not paying some guy's markup that maybe doesn't even like games and just does it as a speculation or an investment. It rubs me the wrong way, and I know it's not necessarily these companies' fault. They're just doing their niche and making their money, but I see people that own full collections. Like, you really like all of those games? No, they don't. They want them to look fancy on their wall, in the background of their video. They don't really care about the games. They're not even opening the games. It's just kind of ridiculous to me, the collection part of that. You know what? I guess you could buy Faerun sealed and buy it for $10 on the eShop. Boom, keep your sealed copy. But why? You're not going to open it. You're not going to play with it. I open my stuff. I didn't leave Crystal Crisis boxed. I want to play with my cool instruction book and look at all the different information. I mean, look at this. Why would you leave this all sealed up with the silly little super rare sticker on it? And why don't you want to play with this stuff and smell this stuff? I mean, it's just, I mean, why would you want to keep this boxed up? So, I mean, I guess it's just a difference in ideology, maybe. I don't know. Or, a difference of just how I collect. But, it annoys me. I wouldn't say it's, I don't, like I said, I don't begrudge super rare or limited run. Then we need them to preserve physical games. But, my kind of call out to them is to make these games available for longer periods of time. Now, I don't know how their financials work. I don't know if that's just like financially not doable, if that's why they don't do it, but why not put up a game like Faerun for a year? In your shop, you can buy it for a year. Maybe make the limited edition and then make that a limited run, and then have the regular edition up there for people like me that, find out about the game later and want it. It's up there for a year, not a 2-3 day window. It's like, I can't schedule my life around those releases, and I get the emails and I check if it's something I really, really want. But like, for example, I would have loved to get gotten in on Faerun Collection and some other games that I wasn't able to get in on because I didn't realize I wanted them at the time. And if it had taken a year, I would have had the time to go out and buy it from their website. And they're like, place you go to their website and they're not selling anything. It's just, it personally annoys me that they don't keep some stock. Yet they show up to conventions. Woo! We have games all of a sudden. It's like, it's just really, I know why they're doing it, but it just really bugs me, I guess. I hear all these YouTubers, 8-Bit Eric, he went and got a bunch of those games, and some other people that went and got these games at the conventions. That's great. I don't get to go to these conventions, so it's like, I'm stuck with eBay prices. It's like, so it's just frustrating to go onto this website. And the website says, you go to a website trying to buy something. Oh, sorry, we're out of stock of everything that we ever made. It's just, I don't know. From a consumer perspective, it's really kind of just, it's not a good feeling to go to these websites and see that. And you're just like, man, I can't get that now. And then you're like, oh, let me wait for the next announcement. Toki and Rive. Why don't you put up some of those old games you take to conventions for sale? Why not make more and sell more? Why not? And I know it's because they have to order a certain amount of copies, but they obviously keep those copies for conventions. Why not order an extra couple thousand and just spread it out over the year based on your previous sales figures? So that's kind of my call out to those companies. I really want another company to step up and do something like that. I really think there is room in the marketplace for it. And I think it would be great for the gamers. It would help prevent some of the scalping. If it's, if a title is up for more than 2 days to buy, all of a sudden that eBay price goes down, and even if we buy it secondhand and off eBay, it's more obtainable. So it's just kind of my quick rant about super rare type games and limited run games, kind of my thoughts on them. It's a very polarizing opinion. I know some people probably have the complete opposite opinion, but sometimes I have unpopular opinions. But this has been the Mike Will Experiment, episode 4, baby. Experiment along with me. You guys take care.